Well, hey there, fabulous listeners. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Mel Vandevort, and today I'm about to unlock the secrets of mindset like never before. I want you to buckle up because today I'm going to dive headfirst into the magical world of mindset transformation. I'm going to peel back those layers. We're going to dig deep into your brain's nooks and crannies, and we're going to figure out how to turn your thinking from mission impossible to mission absolutely doable. And I think you probably thought I was going to say mission possible, but I like to shake things up a little bit. I want you to get ready to conquer your transition fears, and you're going to emerge victorious in your professional life and maybe in your personal life as well. So grab your I Can Do It cape and your favorite beverage, because today's episode is going to be nothing short of mind-blowing. Hi friend, are you ready to move into a leadership position? Do you have interests and ambitions that you want to pursue, but feel like you don't know how to take that next step? Maybe you want to start your own coaching or consulting agency. I'm Mel, and I help educators define their career path through correct mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for your career transition. I will show you how to level up your leadership skills, share your expertise in a new way, create impact on a larger scale, and put your leadership in motion. As an educator for over 20 years, I started to feel underused and like I had more to give. I knew when the time had come for me to leave the classroom and affect change on a larger level. Now, I'm ready to help you determine where your talents and skills mesh with your passions and interests. Put your leadership in motion and move into that next phase of your educational career journey. Let me help you define your career path by having the right mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for that next leadership position. So power up and put your leadership in motion. Guys, let's get started. I am super excited that you are joining me on this beautiful Friday. Friday is such an awesome day. It's almost the weekend. You can feel the weekend vibes. You've had a great week, done some growing, done whatever it is you've done all week long. Did a little work in there, I hope. But now you get to rest and rejuvenate and enjoy your weekend. Today, we're going to talk about mindset mastery for success in whatever it is that you are doing, whether it be your professional life or your personal life. When you're thinking about career transition, mindset, it's really the cornerstone. When you embark on a journey of transition from one career to another, your mindset plays a really important role in determining your success. It's not just about acquiring new skills or updating your resume. It's about embracing a growth-oriented mindset that welcomes change and becomes resilient. Transitioning careers, it can be challenging. It's a process that's filled with uncertainties, doubts, and some fear of the unknown, because you never know what's going to happen. You can plan, but your plans may not go exactly the way you want them to. And I know that for a fact because there have been many times that I have planned things out exactly the way that I wanted them to go, and God had a little bit of a different plan for me, and so He shifted my journey. However, I had a positive attitude and an adaptable mindset, and I was able to turn any challenges into opportunities, and it allowed me to see setbacks as a stepping stone. And it helped me to reframe those failures as learning experiences that were super valuable in my growth. And it helped me to maintain that belief that I could succeed in anything that I was doing on any path that I was taking. Mindset is so important, guys. It influences your confidence and your ability to network and seize opportunities, and ultimately your capacity to navigate the twists and turns of a career transition journey. So as you make this significant shift, Remember that your mindset, it's the compass that's going to be guiding you toward your desired destination. As I've been preparing for some different workshops, summits, things that I'm presenting at, and just for my podcasting and some courses that I'm working on, I've really started digging into mindset. It's important that we understand what mindset means in our career transition, in our personal lives, in every decision that we make. Remember, everything that's happened to you thus far in your life has shaped your mindset. I want to give you an example. A long time ago, when my mom was young, I think she was a teenager probably, my grandpa bought her a horse. And she didn't really know how to ride, but she was going to learn because my mom was she was a go-getter. She had a I can do it mindset all the time. She was an only child and she had to learn to be resilient. So he bought her a horse. She got on it. She got thrown. First thing, she was in pretty rough shape because the horse bucked her off the back and she hit the ground pretty hard. That shaped her mindset about horses from then on. She was scared of horses. She had no desire to ever get on a horse. She was not about to try again and learn to do it correctly. And I think the whole reason that she got thrown was the horse was not acclimated to people being on the horse. It was an unbroke horse, which means that no one had ever worked with the horse on having someone ride him or her. I have no clue. That was long before I was ever even a twinkle in my mom's eye. My point in the story is, however, yes, my mom was a go-getter and she would try things. But once she got a negative experience with it, that was it. She was done. She did not want to try it again. She was that way with foods. She had these preconceptions about things. She didn't eat cheese. I don't even understand that. People who don't eat cheese, that I can't even relate. I'm sorry, but it's not right. Cheese is its own food group, I'm pretty sure. But the point is that you have to really be introspective and understand your mindset and your beliefs to move forward and have that mindset that's a growth mindset. Your thoughts create feelings, and your feelings create either actions or inactions. So I want to talk about fixed versus growth mindset. We pretty much know what a fixed mindset is. You believe that things are what they are and you can't change them, or they cannot be changed for any reason. And a growth mindset is one that is open to change and open to new ways of doing things. One of the ways that you can cultivate a growth mindset is to take your thoughts captive. 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, "We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ." We also have to take captive our thoughts to make them obedient to having that growth mindset, to moving into our purpose, the purpose for which we were designed. You need to actively manage your thoughts and ensure that there's harmony between your faith, your values, and the direction within which you are supposed to go. You have to actively monitor and manage your thoughts, particularly those negative or harmful ones. If you don't take your thoughts captive and prevent them from controlling your emotions and actions, they will do just that. They will take over and they will control everything about you. And I have been guilty of that here lately. I've had some thoughts and they have created these feelings that were not great feelings. And those feelings created or initiated some actions that were unbecoming of who I really value, who I want myself to be, the person that I value as someone in control of a situation. I am constantly having to keep myself in check. When you take your thoughts captive, you consciously recognize those unhelpful or those detrimental thought patterns. You can challenge them, and then you can replace them with more positive or constructive ones. So you want to do some mindset shifting work. We have a lot of mindset challenges. There can be confusion about how to begin something, or knowing when to begin something, or knowing what you need to do in the process. You may just have some lack of knowledge about the process or the how of the process, Or maybe you have some procrastination and that's due to maybe some fear or lack of motivation. Or maybe you just have some poor time management or organizational skills and you're just lost in the mess, the chaos. And one of the biggest mindset challenges that I have talked about recently is those limiting beliefs, that imposter syndrome, maybe financial concerns, victim mentality. Maybe you have a lot of negative self-talk going on because of all of the things that are happening in your life, those financial concerns or, that imposter syndrome. Maybe it's because you feel like you don't have the right qualification or there's just a fear of the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen and you're scared that you're going to fail. You might have some lack of support. Maybe you have a negative self-image that has haunted you for a really long time. Maybe you battle with perfectionism or some regrets about past mistakes. Maybe you think you're too old to make a career transition. It's too late for you to start something new. These can all lead to that fixed mindset. And it causes you to believe that your abilities and your intelligence, I cannot talk today. Sorry, guys. Your intelligence is static and unchangeable, but it's not. You have to shift that mindset, that narrative. You can rewrite that story. So what does that look like? How do you start shifting that mindset? You can start with a daily gratitude journal. Sometimes we forget about all of the great things going on and we only focus on those negative things or those things that we think are a hindrance or keeping us from moving forward. There are so many positive things. So just sit down every day and write out maybe 10. If you can't think of 10, start with 5 and then work your way up. And they can be little things. Guys, I am thankful for my good, strong coffee every single day. I love my coffee to get me started. And I am super thankful that God has provided Caribou coffee for me. I love me a good old strong cup of Caribou mahogany coffee first thing in the morning to get me going. Yes, I like it strong. But I'm also thankful that I get to work from home. I absolutely love what I do. I love working from home. I love owning my own time and doing what I want to do on my terms. Yesterday, my boyfriend was getting ready to leave town. He's going to be gone for 6 days and I didn't want to work. So I didn't work yesterday. I took the day off. Guess what? I work from home. I can do that. When you start writing down all of the great things, all of those wonderful things that you can be grateful for, you really can start to see that things aren't as bad as you thought they were. If you had courage to do something one day, write that in your journal. I started a podcast. I had no idea how to do it when I started it back in 2020. I bought a microphone. I downloaded Audacity and I started recording. I had no clue how to use Audacity. I didn't even know if I had a good microphone. Of course, I did some research and yes, it turned out to be a good microphone. Mainly, I couldn't afford one of those nice, expensive other brands, but the one I picked was great and I recorded. I edited. Was it perfect? No. Did I put it out there? Absolutely. And nobody cares that it wasn't perfect. So I have a little bit of my mom in me and I'm not scared to do things. I just do it. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, I self-correct, course correct, and move forward. When you're thinking about those shifts in your mindset, you want to make sure that you consider your core values and how they align with your current career and your desired path. Because if you are not where you want to be, you're going to have to shift that mindset if you feel like you have no other options than to stay where you are. You have other options. And I would love to show you what those other options are. I can help you with the mindset work. I can help you come up with some different options and I can help you get where you want to go. So feel free to jump in the show notes, click on that empowerment session and let's get you scheduled for a quick chat and see what we can do to move you into the career that you want to go in. Guys, having that positive mindset, that growth mindset, it can help you overcome any of those challenges that you have with a negative mindset or a fixed mindset. We just have to flip that script. We have to rewire a little bit and move forward. Create a plan to move forward. It doesn't have to be scary. We can do some backward planning. We can break it down into small goals, and we can get you where you want to be. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. And if you found any value in today's episode, I would very much appreciate it if you would take just 30 seconds, hop on over to Apple Podcasts or Apple iTunes, leave me a rating and a review. And that way I know what content you're loving. You can give me some feedback. I can make sure that you are receiving what you want to hear. And I hope that this show is a blessing to you as you continue on your path toward everything that God has in store for your life and your career. May the Lord bless and keep you. May His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift you up and give you peace. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you back here next week. Bye-bye.